Melinda says, hey, you haven't done a Michael's Modern Musings in a while. And I went, ugh. And she said, come on. And I went, Way back, years ago, I wanted those NECA Ninja Turtle figures that were accurate to the Eastman and Laird original comic. I wanted those so bad, but I wasn't making a lot of money back then. And, I'm not really making a lot of money now, but especially back then, right out of college, I couldn't afford them. And so I had to let them go by. And then I found out they made them in black and white, which was kind of a neat novelty. But I really wanted those, colored all red headbands, NECA 4 Turtles from the original series. And that's kind of a sort of semi-modern toy regret of mine. But Melinda and I went toy hunting last night to look for something to do a Michael's Modern Musing about, and I stumble across this set from Playmates, and it's the 4 Turtles in black and white with all red headbands to commemorate the 35th anniversary of the original Ninja Turtles comic. And I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. But the moment I looked at the box, I could already tell that things were going to go sideways. Without even taking them out of the package, I could tell that, Donatello looked like he'd been, eating a bowl of ink pens. Like there's no definition to his teeth. I mean, it's just black, just dripping out. It looks like he literally drank a bottle of ink. So we get him home, and I start trying to get him out of the package, and they're held in there with so many, plastic twist ties and everything like that. I mean, it really was insane. It was practically surgery trying to get them out of that plastic, mattress or whatever it is that's in the box. I get them out of the box, and that's when I realized, because at first I thought, they're going to be okay. I was like, okay, they're, a little frustrating getting them out of the packaging, and the paint app isn't very good on Donatello, but that's modern toy making for you. It's hit and miss at the best of times. But I thought maybe these guys are going to be all right otherwise. And I pulled them out of the packaging, and I start fiddling with them, and that's when I realized, this is not good. They have no wrist swivel at all. I mean, like, they make the original Ninja Turtles figures look mobile in the forearms by comparison. And I don't know who approved the final sculpt on these, but they were either drunk or high or checked out of their job, because there was, not only is there no reason to ever not give a Ninja Turtle a swivel wrist, okay? But you especially make sure that if you're not going to give them a swivel wrist, that you put their hands in positions that make sense. The positions their hands are in relative to their forearms is ridiculous. I mean, you cannot get their weapons in a reasonable position within a pose. I was trying for over an hour with all 4 turtles to try and find something that worked. The positions I have them in here are literally the best I can do, because their elbow joint turns at 90 degrees and it swivels. But because the hand is in a fixed position, you can't actually get that, so the elbow joint will swivel 90 degrees this way if the hand is like this, or if the hand is like this. But it can't come up with the hand like this or like that. I mean, it's arbitrary how they put this together. And so you're sitting here, it's like, but for some reason that one's off. That angle is off. So Donatello can't quite hold his staff the right way. I mean, it really is mind-boggling how bad this is. And I sat there going, why even bother doing this? And especially at a $40 price point. At $40, you should get some wrist swivels in there. And if not, you should at least have them at right angles so that they look somewhat normal in most poses. I mean, and here's the other clincher. They don't have any way to stow their weapons. So there's no place for, like Leonardo can miraculously, through one pose, he can hold his Ninjato in two hands. But there's nowhere to put the other one. There's no belt loops on the back. There's nothing. I don't even see why they did this. This is the ultimate example of toy makers designing something that's meant to stay in the box. And what's odd about it is they added joints in other places that the vintage figures didn't have. So they have knee joints. They have really good elbow and arm swivel at the elbow, but they don't have it at the wrist. And so everything's janky. And then not to have any belt loops to stow their weapons. Michelangelo's nunchucks don't move. I mean, they're permanently sculpted in that one curve. They're very rigid. Donatello is only kind of holding his bow stick with both hands, like the other hand is kind of like this. It's a mess. Don't buy these. Do not buy these. Save the $40 that you were thinking about buying these with and go get yourself, like, save up for the NECA set and pay the premium on, a third-party seller site or an eBay sale. Like, get the NECA ones instead of this. I don't even have the NECA ones yet, and I wasn't even planning on buying them anytime soon, and I'm already regretting not putting that $40 towards the NECA ones. What a mess. I can't even believe that they rubber stamped this for production. I'd be embarrassed. They should be embarrassed. They really should. Well, thanks for watching this. I'll see you on the next video.